Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Rose here. So, my goodness, where do you even start? A lot has happened today. And so I had the task of trying to do a React video and just put it all together and lay it all out for you guys. There's just so much to go over. My goodness. Things are just really starting to pick up speed in the girlverse as far as Foodie Beauty. So, for those who are trying to keep up, and believe me, it's taking a lot just to keep up. What has happened? Well, so for those who haven't seen my React videos, or perhaps you haven't gone to any other React channels, Sala has a friend named Allah, or maybe now it's a former friend. I'm not quite sure what the status is of their friendship. This person, Allah, that knows Sala, or perhaps he's the family friend, he has been making little short videos on YouTube and talking about the relationship between Foodie Beauty and Sala and giving up some details of what's really going on, which a lot of people are interested in because everybody has been saying for the longest, this marriage between Sala and Chantal, it's a sham. It's an absolute sham. It's not real. A lot of people have been saying that they're not even married. And Allah has pretty much confirmed that, amongst other things. I've been watching the little clips of Allah. When he does clips, he will often private as soon as he's done. I'm not quite sure the reason for that, but the sense that I got from Allah is that he's someone that he knows Sala and that he cares about him. He doesn't really like speaking badly about Sala, which is something that if you're someone and you know someone for a while and you care about them, and they happen to associate with a person that is bringing them down, that is not good for them, even at that point, you still care about them as a friend. You want them to do well, but if they're around someone that you clearly can see is bringing them down, it hurts you. As a friend, it hurts you. It hurts to see a friend go down that road and be dragged down like that. So that's the vibe that I'm getting from Allah. Although it is early, it's very early to tell what exactly is going on. And with something going on like this, it's just one of those wait and see things where you need more pieces of the puzzle to see the entire picture. Pieces are coming in, but not everything is in view yet. So Foodie and Sala are on a live right now. Is Foodie angry? Of course she is. Absolutely angry. And here's another surprising plot twist that has just happened. So Allah is now in communication with, of all people, Nader. That's right, Nader. A lot of people were shocked by that. Like, why would Allah be talking to Nader? Nader. Like, why associate with Nader? Nader he's basically the male Chantal. He's just as evil as she is. Why talk to him? He actually talked to Nader on the phone. Nader did a live this morning, showed himself talking on the phone with Allah. When Allah was doing his live, you could hear Nader's voice coming through his phone. So playing both the lives, you could tell it was authentic. They were talking to each other. Theory, I think that Chantal mentioned Nader while around Allah. And so he went looking around for Nader. Maybe he wanted to talk to Nader because Nader is Chantal's ex and he would have more information about Chantal. I think that Allah wants to get Sala away from Chantal and just trying to figure out how to do it. I don't think really he knows a lot about Nader's past or what he's done in Canada. He's just maybe looking for information and looking to protect his friend. Again, all the pieces of the puzzle are not with us yet. Everything's still coming in. But it's a big old mess right now. So, I wanted to react to Chantal's Let's Beeze live stream, which is still in progress. It looks like something she's going to dirty delete, which is something that's happening a lot right now because everything is so explosive. And she's trying to keep from getting in trouble for things she's saying and things she's doing. So in Chantal's world, if you dirty delete, then it didn't happen. Although all of us reaction channels, we know otherwise. So let me just go ahead and share the screen because before we get into the live stream, I would like to share some tweets with you guys from Mo Translates. Allah and Salah and Nader were speaking Arabic. And when they do that, it's for those of us that don't speak Arabic, it's hard to understand. We don't know what's going on. So thanks to people like Mo Translates and other people in the community that can speak Arabic, they were able to understand what was being said. And so I'm going to pull up Mo's tweets about what she heard in Allah's live stream and also in Nader's live stream where Allah was speaking to Nader. Okay, so here's some of the tea from Mo Translates on her tweets. Mo says, Allah just wanted to be friendly and asked for Chantal's WhatsApp, but she made it sound like Allah wanted her. Of course she did. Every man wants her. If you're someone speaking to Chantal, even if you're not sexually interested, to her, you are sexually interested. Salah and Chantal won't show their bedroom. They are not sleeping together because they are not married. If they slept together, that would be breaking the law. So yeah, I heard that is the thing over there. If you are not married, then you are not allowed to sleep in the same bed. So Allah pretty much confirmed that they're not married. So if they're not married, then they shouldn't be sleeping in the same bed. So maybe somebody's sleeping on the couch. Maybe somebody's sleeping in the bed. Maybe Salah doesn't even sleep there at all. You know, that we've all been saying it's a fake marriage. They're not married. There's no intimacy going on. If there were, Chantal's attitude and her personality would be different. She's far too grumpy and she's far too mean to be having relations with anybody. Yeah, so for those that watched Chantal's previous stream, she was claiming that Allah wanted her, even though Allah is a married man and he's got a beautiful wife. Allah was just after her. And this is Chantal's thinking. Everybody wants her. Okay, next tweet from the translations that Mo did of the live streams. Chantal knows she has broken several laws in Kuwait. Nader and Allah both said they have proof of all of this in case. Salah and Chantal claim that these are lies. Nader believes Chantal is ruining Salah's life because she wants to make Nader jealous and use the word husband. Haven't we all been saying that? That this whole thing with Salah, it's just to get under Nader's skin and to get him to claim her once she comes back. Yeah, we've all been saying that. I mean, because why would somebody who's interested in Salah, while being with Salah, she makes a point to go into Nader's chat room and say to Didi, I can take him anytime I want. Why would you do this? If you're a happily married woman with a decent looking guy who's a gentleman, why would you even bother with someone like Nader? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Why would someone like Nader be even a thought in your head for a second? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. It really, really doesn't. I mean, if you're married, anybody from your past, you're not even thinking about him. You're not even considering him, especially when you're seeing your new husband for the first time. As far as her breaking several laws in Kuwait, oh, I'm sure she has. I'm pretty sure filming inside the mosque was a big no-no. She showed the oil fields, putting people on camera that don't want to be there. I'm sure she's broken many, many laws. She's playing a very dangerous game over there of cat and mouse, and things are going to catch up with her if she's not careful. You can't film anything you want over there. You can't say whatever you want. Getting on camera, cursing. Yeah, not allowed, Chantal. And People have been saying she's on a tourist visa. If you're on a tourist visa, you are not allowed to work. I don't know how that would, if it carries over into anything online. But if you're on a tourist visa, you're really not allowed to work. So, I mean, there's several things she's done wrong, but instead of being more careful, she's actually getting more and more brazen about what she's doing. It's almost like she's daring for someone to do something to her. She's being rebellious, and she thinks she can just do whatever she wants, whatever part of the world that she goes to. Mo says, Nada revealed some points after speaking to Allah. Chantal and Salah are not married. Well, we kind of knew that. Salah worked at Panasonic as a salesman, but he quit another job. He never owned his own business. Salah's dad is a university professor, and he hates what Salah is doing with Chantal. Well, I believe that. I don't think any of Salah's family is approving of this at all. And over in the Middle East, family is very important, and honor is very important. And bringing shame to the family name is unacceptable. So if Salah's father doesn't approve of Chantal, can you blame him? Can you really blame him? I mean, we know Chantal. We've been watching Chantal. Why would any dad or mom approve of Chantal? She's horrible. She's absolutely horrible. Let's see. In one of the shorts that Allah did, he said that Salah came to work for him. He worked for 2 days, and then on the third day, he quit. He said, I'm just going to go home to Chantal. And why is that important? Because it seems Chantal has a history. She has a history of any man that she likes, she throws down the honey trap of, you don't have to work, I'll support you. She doesn't want her men to work. She wants them to depend financially upon her. She wants them to depend completely upon her. She wants to get them in a position where she can financially control them, and that they're always looking to her for money. Notice every man that Chantal gets involved with, ever since Bibi, they're not independent. They don't have their own job. They don't have their own money. Every man that's around her is one that needs her money, that needs her to support them. She doesn't want a man to have that power to say, look, I've got my own job. I've got my own home. I've got my own money. I don't need you. I can be out of here in a second. She doesn't want a man to escape her. So she throws out her web, and whoever gets stuck in it, once they get stuck in it, they can't get away. She's not about independence. She's not even about real love. Real love is healthy. It is equal. It is you stand on your own, your partner stands on their own, and the two of you come together because you like each other's company and you feel a connection. Chantal can say she wants love. She wants a man to love her, but really what she wants is a man to need her. Because if you need her, you can't escape her clutches. She's got you. So Salah needs Chantal right now because he doesn't have a job. He's not working. And that's exactly the way she wants it. Y'all remember when she was with Nader? Her telling us that they were laying on a mattress or something, and she told him not to go to work, that she would give him money. Y'all see the pattern? Y'all see it? She did the same thing with Pete's. Pete's had a job, was making money, and she kept asking him for the longest to quit his job and do YouTube with her. What is this about you, Chantal? What is it about you that you just can't let a man alone to make his own money? You're just so much the control freak that you want to trap a man with you. You're all about trapping a man with you. And that kind of plays into your mentality of getting into a man's house. You want to get into that man's house for two reasons. One, because you feel like you're getting closer. Two, so you can leave behind anchors. Leave your stuff behind so that he can't completely get rid of you. You'll always have a reason to call him and to bother him. That's why you want to get into his house. Let me leave my stuff so that you'll always have to pick up the phone and talk to me. or I can always have a reason to come over. You did that with BB. Remember him, BB? You left your stuff over at BB's house for over a year just so you could drop by or call him whenever you wanted. You just didn't leave that poor man alone. And then when you and Natter broke apart, like how much hoo-ha did you cause because you left your stuff over there? Oh, I got to go get my CPAP. It wasn't the stuff that you cared about. It was the control. You still wanted to have a connection with him. And here you are with Sala. You're doing the same crap with Sala that you've done with everybody else. Let's see, next tweet from Mo Translates. Ala and Natter are both live right now. They are both trying to figure out how to connect with each other. Oops, I'm sorry. Let's see. All right, oops. Let me go up. Next one from Mo. A week before Chantal went to Kuwait, she was on video with Natter, and Sala saw the video. Sala told his friends he doesn't care. He just wants dollars from YouTube videos and to immigrate to Canada. You know, Sala, dude, listen. If you're trying to use Chantal as a fast track to getting rich or to jump ahead of the class, trust me, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. If you're trying to jump ahead of the class and like get a bunch of money real quick and you think she is a yellow brick road to that, trust me, she's not. She's not. I got a feeling, y'all, that Chantal talked herself up so severely with Sala and told him, look, yeah, I'm a big YouTuber and I'm making all kinds of money. And if you trust in me, I'll make you a channel and we'll make all kinds of money together. How much y'all want to bet she did that? Because that's her in, isn't it? It's always the money. She's always using the money to seduce men. She's always doing that. She knows how vulgar and disgusting she is, but she thinks that her money on YouTube excuses everything, and that because of that money, she can buy anybody. So she finds people that are in need of money, and she seduces them with the money, with the prospect of money. So how much y'all want to bet that she and Sala talked, and Pete's even said she exaggerates things. So how much y'all want to bet she exaggerated her income on YouTube, exaggerated her worth on YouTube, made it sound like she was some kind of big YouTube celebrity, and Sala bought it hook, line, and sinker. That she's lying to him and saying that she's making more than what she is. And he thinks that by attaching himself to Chantal, that it's going to lead to fame or fortune. Sala, no, it doesn't. Look at the trail of failures behind this woman. She's got 2 bankruptcies. She's got a car that's ready to break down. Everything in her life is in ruin. Why do you think she ran all the way to Kuwait, bro? Why do you think she ran all the way to Kuwait? To escape all of her problems. And believe me, there's a lot. One thing we know over here that you need to learn, Chantal lies a lot, all the time. If her mouth is moving, she's lying. She's lying. Her channel is tanking. Her views are tanking. She's so concerned with staying in the YouTube algorithm that she's buying subs. Okay? She's not that big of a deal. She doesn't even have 1 million subscribers. And because of her bad behavior on YouTube, people are losing interest. The only time she's interesting is when she's raging. And she's always looking for ways to scam people. You know? If she were doing things the right way on YouTube, she'd make money with all that, without all the mess. But mess is what Chantal is. And by the way, if you're looking to Chantal to help you get over back to Canada, good luck with that. She is not in a financial position to help you, sir. No, not at all. Maybe she told you that. Maybe that was part of the seduction, seducing you with the money and seducing you with the idea that, oh, you stick with me and I'll help you get back over to Canada. She can't help you. She can't help you. Figure it out real quick. She can't help you. Next tweet. Allah confirmed Chantal broke Salah's couch and the bed that he bought from Allah. He says it's because she's fat and she doesn't want to try to lose weight. Well, Chantal is super morbidly obese. She is. I mean, let's just call it what it is. She's super, super morbidly obese. She's 5'1", which is shorter than me because I'm 5'4". She's over 500 pounds. And since she's been in Kuwait, she's gained much more weight. And she's gaining rapidly because she's not being active. She's not eating healthy, eating a lot of salt, eating a lot of sugar. What does that lead to, y'all? Weight gain. So, I mean, if she were losing weight, why is she over there breaking couches and breaking chairs and breaking bathroom drains and all that? You know, you don't do all that if you're losing weight. You're doing that because you're gaining weight and because you're sitting down too hard, okay? So, you know, Chantal's been over there for 3 months and she's breaking all kinds of furniture. Cut it out, Chantal. That's just rude. Next tweet. Allah confirmed the Versace perfume that Salah bought for Chantal for their fake marriage. It was $35 Kuwait dinar, but Allah gave it to Salah for a discount of 10 KD. Salah waited until Chantal got her YouTube money, and then he took that money and bought their fake wedding rings. Oh my goodness. So here we go again. Oh my goodness. This is Jafar Ring 2.0. No. See, we've been saying it. She bought the rings. She did. Just like she did with the engagement ring with Natter. Y'all remember all the engagement ring photos that she took? Oh, look, I'm engaged. She bought her own ring. She's doing it again. Woman, stop buying these fake rings for these fake relationships. You can buy rings all day long. You can claim to have something, but unless you really have it, you really don't have it. Goodness gracious. Grow up, Chantal. Okay, so here's the live. I don't know how much of this I'm going to get because, like I said, she's going to dirty delete. We know this, but I'll cover a little bit. Let's go.
But I'm starving. We had a busy day.
How these?
Okay, right off the bat, before we even get started. So Chantal is a binge eater. I'm a former binge eater. So it takes one to know one, Chantal. It takes one to see one. She's been angry, our girl. She's angry right now because things are coming out and she don't like it. Allah was on his stream showing pictures of Chantal without the filters. And all I'm going to say is OMG. OMG, Chantal. Girl, you're getting so much bigger. Please slow down with the eating. Please slow down. It was shocking. But all of this stuff going on is making her upset. And what does Chantal do when she gets mad? She eats. And you guys are going to see in this live stream, she is eating aggressively and fast. And when you are a binge eater, this is what you do. When you're mad and you're trying to push that anger down, you will reach for that food and you will eat at the speed of light.
We've been everywhere today and
He's playing.
I'm starving, like really, actually really hungry.
Ma'am, you're not starving. You eat several times a day. How could you possibly be starving? I'm so tired of you saying that. Starving means you haven't eaten in days. That's starving. You've not eaten in 5 minutes. Cut it out.
You know, because I'm fat, so.
Enjoy, baby, enjoy.
Thank you, love. Hi, Lisa. So what's up, guys?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Today was so fun.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't fun. You know, I wish you would come on stream and just be honest, Chantal. I mean, really be honest. Stop with the facade. Take the mask off. Stop it. You're not having a good time over there. You haven't been having a good time since you've been there. You're miserable. You're angry. You're bitter. You're lashing out at people. You've been binge eating like crazy. You've been eating your feelings. Today was not fun. All this stuff being said about you, all this stuff being exposed, it's not been a fun day. Proof of the not fun day is in your own hand right here. What's this? What's this? Girl, you're binging right now. You're stress eating right now.
Mimi, what did you do today?
Your opinions about the drama? Just wait, guys. There's a mini surprise.
We're not worried.
Yes, you are.
You want to know what? Tell them why.
We need more.
We're gonna wait, guys.
Just wait for the others to come. How you doing, guys?
Why do you have to wait for more people? Just say it. People will catch it on the replay.
I don't have to dream. I wouldn't dream of it.
We are so happy.
Look at her. You see how she's eating those French fries? Look, listen, I'm not picking on Chantal. I'm just pointing things out here. There is a difference. I just want to show anybody out there who is not familiar with binge eating, because Chantal has said she's got a BED. I believe her. She is an emotional eater. Has a food aggression like nobody's business. When someone's got a BED, this is what happens especially when they get mad. Oh, there's nothing like negative emotion that makes you eat. When you're sad, when you're depressed, when you're Chantal's furious right now. And you can always tell the level of her fury by how fast she's eating and how aggressively she's eating.
I mean, Hardee's fries. Selby's. And he usually calls me from the place. He's like, "You want chicken or beef?" I'm like, "Both. I want."
Yeah. Enjoyed it.
You have them too.
I can have a bite.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you want to try this? Wait, let me... Whoa! Sorry. You know what? They mostly fell in the bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Abby. No, it's because my fries are gone.
On the floor?
No, in the bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, but now my fries are gone. I have no fries. I'm kidding.
Okay, you know what? This is a little off topic, but I just want to bring this up because it's a concern of mine. So everybody knows that Chantal has the hamster Harry in the house, right? And everybody's been wondering, how's Harry doing? And Chantal said something that made the alarm bells in my head go off yesterday. She said that Harry has been sleeping for 2 days. Now, anybody who has a pet, whether it's a cat or a dog or a lizard or something like that, then you know that's not normal. Because hamsters are not like bears. They don't go into hibernation for the winter. So I'm like, that's not normal. Is something wrong with Harry the hamster? Is he sick? I did some digging. For those who might be interested, hamsters are very sensitive to temperature. They're very sensitive to temperature. A comfortable temperature for them to be 65 to 75 degrees. And that's the coldest they can take. If it goes below that, they will go into something called torpor, Torpor. Essentially, it's like a hibernative state, which is big. And if a hamster gets too cold for too long, it can be quite dangerous. So if Harry the hamster has been sleeping for 2 days, is that what's going on, Chantal? I mean, you are a woman of a bigger size. How cold is that house? Like, how low do you have the thermostat? If your hamster has not been stirring for 2 days, I'd be worried. I'd be checking into that.
Is it good? Want to try this?
No, thanks. I'm full with it.
This is like a cheese. It has mushrooms on it.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, cheese, and some kind of sauce.
You know what I'm noticing about that sandwich? This is not me nitpicking, it's just something in observation. Since Foodie's been in Kuwait, notice all the sandwiches up until now were like chicken sandwiches. Now he's giving her something completely different, and a lot of it. I think he's doing it to calm her down.
Okay. What were we gonna say? Okay, I want you guys to know something. We were laughing, right? Watching and recording.
We spend the whole life laughing, by the way, because it's exactly against the truth. 99%
Yeah.
against the truth.
And against the.
You know what? You shouldn't be laughing, Salah, because I was listening to Allah. And it sounds like he's a friend and he cares about you. And he sees what Chantal is doing to you. Like, he really didn't say a whole lot of bad things about you. He's just a friend watching you be dragged down the drain with this beast. And he's not liking it. Like, if you're friends with somebody for a long time and you care about them, and then you see them get in the company of someone who is toxic, and you see how it's affecting their lives, you know, they're not working and maybe their personality is changing, it's going to make you very sad. It's going to hurt your heart. I think Allah cares about you and he wants the best for you. And he's seeing you're going down a wrong path and trying to open your eyes to some stuff because you don't want to see it. If you hooked up with Chantal because you wanted something and thought that she was the road to travel to get to it, trust me, it's a wrong road. Excuse me. It's a wrong road. She is not a road to success. Her own life is a road of failure. Everything she's done has been in failure. Her life is not full of success stories. She's got 2 bankruptcies, which there's no shade on anyone out there. If you've had a bankruptcy, no shade. I'm just pointing out the things that have happened around Chantal to show her irresponsible behavior. She's got 2 bankruptcies. She's $50,000-$60,000 in debt with the government, back taxes. Her house is a mess. Her car is a mess, not even paid off. Her whole life is her health. She can't even say her health is in check. She's a mess, Salah, and it's a mess that you can't clean up. And you think you're going to follow her down the yellow brick road to fortune? Ain't going to happen, bro. It isn't going to happen. Everything that Chantal does is self-serving. She'll use you, and then she'll throw you away when you have no more use. Because she's done that to every single person in her life. Her family, her friends, even her BFF Pete. Look at him. Once upon a time, they were involved in a relationship, bro. 5 years. She ran through him like a freight train. Dragged him down. Took all of his money. Put him in debt. Broke him emotionally. And then left him out to dry. That's what she does to men. You might be next.
Allah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, where can we buy cheap Bluetooth speakers from the back of someone's car? I just want to say that part failure. I have to go to an echocardiogram done. I'm scared, so I'm gonna watch you guys and try to de-stress. Aw, movie girl. We will continue to pray for you. And yes, hang out with us. We will try to make you feel better. Try not to stress, and we will pray for you, okay? Us Beezers are here for you.
99% against the truth, guys.
Yeah. Hi.com do one. Welcome to Very Important Beezers, Race to Bees. And y'all ripping on Yo Mama? He was right about everything. Like he tells truth, and you don't like it. You don't like that he doesn't rip me to shreds. The only problem you have, inshallah. All right.
You know, I love the fact that she keeps telling people she's not bothered. She thinks it's funny. At the same time, she's eating to calm herself down because food is her calming mechanism. That's how she copes. So you're telling on yourself right now, Foodie, because if you were unbothered, you wouldn't be reaching for that food to calm yourself down.
Oh, by the way, the pickles. This done. Want some pickles?
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Your mama and Salah have to game.
Your mama soon join the game party. Okay.
Tracy, yes, and I saw you defending me.
I saw Tracy defending us.
It was like one person.
For 1 hour. Thanks.
Thank you. And you.com too. I seen you defending us.
Yeah, many visas.
A plus.
Oh, is that the reason why she keeps going to other people's chats to see what Beezers are in white knighting for her and which ones aren't? And if you're not white knighting for Chantal, she's going to punish you. Chantal, people can go where they want on the internet. You may be able to control your chat as far as what people say, but you can't control other people's chats. And you cannot control every single one of your viewers and say, you can go here, but you can't go here. And you can't say this when you're not in my chat room. Freedom, Chantal. People are allowed to be free.
What? Pumped up kicks. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna play stupid, really? Somebody mentioned popped up kicks, and you're like, what is that? What is that? Oh, don't play dumb. We got clips.
Guys, you ready about that person who played the victim role and who act to be humble?
Just want to remind you that we're not anything I said in my stream. Yes, I may have gone overboard.
You went way overboard. You went way, way overboard. You were completely out of pocket. If you wanted to address Allah, you should have addressed only Allah. But you went straight for Mrs. Allah, for his wife. You were completely out of pocket, Chantal. You did a thumbnail where in the thumbnail, just by itself, you're calling her a sharmuta. And then in the stream, you kept attacking her and making claims about her. Claims that could potentially cause problems for the family. Serious problems. You were saying some pretty charged up stuff, racist stuff. You went overboard. You were completely out of pocket. And you're forgetting where you are.
I was really, really triggered. But
Smile.
yeah. We just want to remind you what triggered me. Like this guy.
Oh, no, you're not going to do that. I'm not going to let you get away with it. I know exactly what you're about to do. You're about to excuse away your behavior. You just said you got triggered. And this is the part where you're trying to excuse it away, saying, this is the reason why I did it, so it makes it okay. No, the things that were coming out of your mouth were not okay. They were not okay. You can be triggered and not make racist comments. Everybody gets triggered once in a while. Doesn't mean we're going to say racist things. No, but you will. You did. You were out of pocket. You were out of bounds, ma'am. Talking about a woman who has not even done a single video talking about you. Because you're a vicious woman. And of course, you're always going to attack a female because you hate other women. Even female animals, you hate them. You're always going for other women.
Guy has been saying things about me directly when I did nothing to him, has been spreading lies.
Oh, there you go. Notice what you just said. He was saying things to you. But notice you did not say, she said something to me in a video, because she never did. But yet you attacked her. Do you see how wrong that is? If someone makes a video and they say things you don't like and they put themselves on a public forum, then of course you're allowed to respond back. But going after their children or their wife or their grandmother or their aunt when they're nowhere a part of it is wrong, Chantal. You went at the man's wife, and she's not a part of this because you're a big old bully. And you're a hateful, vicious woman to other women. You are a woman hater. You're a female hater. You don't even like yourself. But go after the man's wife when she's not even on YouTube.
None of it's true about the camping. I didn't just sit there the whole time. Like, they're just vile lies. Like, for someone who has a lawyer in a case, he spent 2 hours fat shaming me and talking about us, which is not legal here. So
The big problem that he is the most fattest person I ever seen.
Sala, stop it. Chantal did her live stream yesterday saying that Allah is bigger than her. No, that's not true. Chantal is much bigger than Allah. And Chantal herself, out of her own mouth, she admitted that she broke a couch and she broke a shower drain. And now we're finding out she broke 2 couches and a bed and a shower drain. And the woman's not even been in Kuwait for 3 months. Holy crap. She's been there for 3 months and she's breaking everything everywhere. Oh my goodness. And let's not forget that little trip to the desert when you guys were using the ATVs. The one that she was using was hardly moving. Girl, come on now. You're gaining weight. You are a woman of a much bigger size. Okay? And you can't just be flopping 500 pounds of weight and pressure onto furniture. You break stuff. Don't do it. It's rude to break other people's stuff.
And he is fat shaming my wife?
yeah.
Okay. Here's my reply.
This is after we went camping.
I'll show them the wait.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. This from WhatsApp. Look, check the dates. Okay. It's showing.
There's no proof. He has no proof of anything, by the way.
Yes,
Sala
hold on. Shut up, Chantal.
picked up on it early enough that he's
I'm not
not a
ready for
trustworthy
you.
person, cut him off.
Be quiet. When I tell you to shut up, Chantal, shut up. Shh. I said shh. Okay. So Allah has made claims that when the camping trip happened, that Sala and Chantal were broke. That basically they showed up with just a couple of liters of soda. That was it. They didn't show up with any food. And that Chantal ate before anybody else, which is rude. There's a bunch of people there. You're not going to sit down and eat with everybody. You're going to eat before anybody else does. Rude, very rude. That she basically showed up with no food, ate everybody else's food. And then we know for a fact she did not help the ladies clean up. She begged off and said, oh, I've got a headache, I've got a migraine. But then she went to a tent, fired up her camera with the bright lights in her face, and she was visibly upset with Sala for some reason. Maybe they had a fight. Maybe it was because of her talking to Nader in his chat room the night before, and there was some tension. But the point is, she wasn't trying to integrate herself with the family and the friends. Excuse me, pardon me. When it came time for cleanup, after eating everybody's food, she didn't even have the decency to at least clean up to say thank you. She ran off to a tent to get out of cleaning, saying, I got a headache, I've got a migraine. Girl, if you got a migraine, you don't put a camera and bright lights in your face. You lied to get out of work. You ate everybody's food, and then you just decided, thank you, thanks for the food. I'm going to go hang out in the tent and relax now. You got bad social manners, Chantal. Bad.
off him. That's why he's bitter. He's bitter today in doing this. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
So this is what he sent Salah.
Actually, I didn't want to show this, but he pushed me for that. Okay. He was saying in Arabic, so I will translate for English. Okay, guys? What?
You know, I'm watching Salah's face right now because sometimes body language gives away a lot. He's tense. He's really tense. And I'm not quite sure why. It could be a myriad of reasons. There's tension on his face. Maybe he's tense because everything is starting to blow open, like the truth is starting to come out from sources that neither he nor Chantal can control. You know, you can control your own mouth, but you can't control what comes out of somebody else's mouth. And Chantal, she does not like it when she cannot control the narrative, when it's out of her control. So maybe he's tense because the narrative is out of his control, it's out of her control. People are coming forward and they're saying things, and they can't control the plot anymore.
Let me make the voice more. Okay.
اسمع يا حيوان.
Listen, you animal. Okay, this one, the first one.
Illegal to say that.
Illegal.
علي الحرام إن ما رديت هلا بكون حمارا ما جيتك من الباب وكسرت عليك الباب.
You know, there's no context to this. I'm just going to play devil's advocate. So I do remember seeing and hearing about how Salah owed Allah money. I don't know how much. Logic in my mind says that it must be quite a bit. You know, because it's a little bit of money, you don't care, right? But if you owe a lot of money, then it's going to make somebody really, really angry. So Salah borrowed a lot of money from Allah and wasn't paying it back. And then Salah and Chantal moved really, really quickly, and Allah did not know where to find them. So I'm wondering if this message is Allah being angry because, you know, Salah owes him money. If that it was from that time, Salah owes him money. Salah and Chantal picked up in the middle of the night just so they couldn't be found because Salah wasn't paying him back, and that's why he's so mad.
I'll be stupid if I didn't came to your house and break the door of your house. Okay?
A threat?
Threat.
Oh.
Threat. Okay?
And you know what? Look at that look on her face. She is so smug. She is so incredibly smug. Chantal loves nothing more than to have men fighting over her. She loves it. She absolutely loves it. It's disgusting. It's so disgusting how much she loves it. Y'all remember back when she was seeing Natter? Guaranteed. Chantal went home and she talked smack about Natter to Pete to make Pete hate him. And then when she would go to see Natter, she would talk smack about Pete to Natter to make him hate him. Because she wanted to be in the middle and have men fighting over her. Because that's her thing. She likes to feel like she's worth something by having men fight over her. That's where she gets part of her worth. Now here we are again. We have Salah, this guy that she likes, and we have this man Allah, who's a friend of Salah's. And although Allah does not romantically or sexually want Chantal, what we have here, folks, is two friends that used to hang out together. Chantal's in the middle. And she's caused a splinter between these two men. She's caused a rift. And she loves that. And I will go on record as saying this. When you have an abusive, toxic person like Chantal, And I've been in an abusive relationship before. One of the things an abuser will do is isolate the target. They will isolate you from family and friends and make you feel like you can only depend on them. They want you isolated so there's no outside influences getting in your ear and trying to talk sense into you. So Salah had his friends, has his family. In the space of 3 months, she has caused discord with Salah and his family and now his friends. She's isolating him away from people that do care about him and were there before he even got there. You evil, evil demon, you, Chantal. Look, she's loving it.
بكون حمارا ما جيتك من الباب وكسرت عليك الباب وبكون حمارا ما بلغت عليك.
You know, she's loving it. She's like, oh, look at Salah. He's defending my honor. What honor? You're not an honorable person. You're disgusting.
ابوك انت والشرموطه اللي معك.
You listen, guys. He said, and with your sharmuta.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Pump the brakes. Chantal called Allah's wife a sharmuta in a thumbnail and made all kinds of claims about her. Salah, what do you got to say about that? What do you have to say about that? Maybe the sharmuta comment had to do with what she said about Mrs. Allah. Maybe he was angry about that. I mean, if I were a husband and somebody said that about my wife when she's done nothing to that person and making all kinds of outrageous claims about her, yeah, I'd be pretty angry. Maybe that's what the message is in reference to.
you saw guys who start to insult my wife first in 29 November. Okay. Let me continue.
بتقول تروح تمسح الفيديو اللي نزلتوه لانه مرتي ومرت مراد مش خدامه عند شرموطتك.
He said like his wife and Murad's wife are not maids for your sharmuta. Okay. Again. Let's continue.
شيء وسيارتي اللي طلعتها بالفيديو بدك تمسح الفيديو غصب عن راسك.
Like he is forcing me to delete the side, okay, the car of his side, not from the one with number, okay. That was showing, by the way, in the cam video, guys. First couple channel.
Yeah, of course it was, because Chantal leaves stuff in her videos all the time that really she should be blurring out. Like, say, she should be blurring out the faces of children or other people's faces or license plates, but she doesn't care. She lives her life out in the open and she doesn't care about her privacy, so she figures everybody else is the same. She has no respect for other people's lives or privacy.
First cam video in the couple channel. Okay, continue.
لا علي الحرام هسه بجيك من البار مويل وبجيب لك معي مين يسحبك انت واللي معك.
Again, thread about he will bring the police for us to take us.
سواد اللي.
Okay, guys. So now, yeah, everybody now know the truth. Who start to insult?
And then I believe he also made videos about us, talked about us for 2 hours tonight, insulting my weight, which I'm fine with, clearly.
With
Eating
full,
burgers.
yeah, with full screenshots.
Because I'm fat, but I'm still cute. Full screenshots, record everything.
You know, Allah also included some unfiltered pictures of Chantal. Unfiltered. And all I'm going to say to those pictures, Chantal, is, you know, when it comes to wearing an abaya, as I understand it, when you wear an abaya, it should be loose around your body to where you don't really see the body form. Clearly, the abayas that you're buying are too tight. They're practically skin tight, ma'am. That's not the way they should be worn. It doesn't look comfortable. It doesn't look like you're comfortable. But you have gained a lot of weight since you've been in Kuwait. Come on now, you know you have. And if you're over there breaking couches, breaking beds, breaking furniture, breaking bathroom drains, I would hope that would be a wake-up call. I really do.
Everything. We actually have something going on we can't talk about, so that's what we wanted to say. But if you want to believe everything that guy says, go for it. You'll be happy watching his market videos, I'm sure. And
Market video. You know, after he finished the live, he started to make marketing about his things to sell.
Mhm.
His rings. Oh, I have rings, guys. I'm so rich. And my 2 children in Philippines, I can't bring them here because I don't have money. Why I care about $1?
No, but
You know what? Goodness gracious, I've got something in my throat tonight. What is going on? I am so sorry, y'all. You know what? Sala, can we talk? Can you pull up a chair? Can we talk, sir? You're trying to throw shade on Allah's hustle, whatever it may be. I don't know Allah's business about what he does for work. Don't care. Don't care. But your friend Allah does have a wife. And he's doing well. He's driving his own car. He's doing well, whatever it is. You, on the other hand, you're relying on this to make you famous. You're relying on this to make you rich. Really? Really? You think that's it? You think she's going to make you rich? You think that she's going to help you? She helps herself. You guys have a couples channel. How are you going to do couples content when she leaves? You have a gaming channel. Have you done any gaming content recently? No. That gaming channel is for you, right? But you're not focusing on that. Everything you're doing centers around her and benefits her. So how are you going to benefit? When she goes home to Canada, do you think she's going to send you money? No, because you're not going to be around. You don't get it. Here, let me help you. She's all about using people to her benefit. She runs through people, like I said, like a freight train, runs right through them. She runs through them, she uses them, and she throws them away. Look at her history. Family, friends, pets, runs through everything. Leaves them bone dry. There's nothing left in the corpse. And you think you're going to be different? You're not. You're not.
you said you got the rings at an auction, eh? Or something, I don't know.
Just give me a break.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. So, somebody who has a lawyer and is threatening legal action talks about the people that they're against for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dominique. Oh, thank you for your money. Bye.
See? Right there. And she wonders why her channel's tanking. That smarmy, entitlist, rude attitude of thanks for your money, bye. That's one of the reasons why her channel is doing so badly. Not appreciating people. You want to get on here and treat people like crap? That will guarantee they won't stay on your channel. Like, all of you in Chantal's chat, like, I don't understand you. You're all enablers. Don't get mad at me for saying that because it's the truth. Or maybe you will get mad at me for saying that because you don't want to hear the truth. But it is true. And here's why. Because this woman is an addict. Do you hear me? Loud and clear. She's an addict. She is an addict and she's got several addictions. An addict. She was an addict to party favors, which she's probably going to partake of when she goes back to Canada because she's never received therapy or counseling or learned any kind of different coping mechanisms to deal with her anger or upset emotion. And if you haven't learned any different coping mechanisms, what do you do? What do? You go back to what you know, don't you? And if your coping mechanisms are bad, well, it leads to bad behavior, doesn't it? Yes, you would be channel members if she weren't an addict. But if she's an active addict, and she is, because she's got an addiction to food that is out of control, it doesn't matter if you like the addict, if you like their personality, you feel connected to them in some way. If they're an addict, and again, it doesn't matter if you like them, if they're an addict and you give them money, you are an enabler. Whether you are in person with them or not, you are enabling their addiction. You're helping to feed their addictions. Think about that. Think about that. That you are enabling an addict to continue the addictions because she's not taking your money and making herself better. She's not going to therapy. She's not going to counseling. She could just do stuff on Skype or Zoom or something and do online counseling. She's not trying to fix her problems or herself because she's too busy monetizing her problems, monetizing her addictions. And those of you that are in her chat, you're helping her. You're the safety net that keeps her from her hitting the wall, from hitting the ground. And are you okay with that? I'm just curious. And just because she's not gone off on those of you in the chat doesn't mean she never will. Whether you believe it or not, whether you realize it or not, you're all involved in an abusive relationship with Chantal. Let me tell you how. Because people like Chantal, they're manipulative, they're controlling. I mean, she just admitted earlier that she watches who goes into people's chats, and if you are in somebody else's chat and you say something she doesn't like, she's going to block you just because you had a difference of opinion somewhere else. She isolates her targets. And she's got a pattern of behavior of she'll be rude to everybody, she'll be snotty to everybody, she'll insult you, she'll put you down for the amount of money you give her, and then a few live streams later, she'll be nice to you. Why? Because she's lulling you into a sense of comfort and confidence. And then after a shortened time period, when she thinks everybody's forgiven her, she'll go right back to being abusive. That is an abusive relationship. An abusive relationship does not have to mean bruises or a fist or something like that. Words can hurt just as much as anything physical. So all of you over there, you are enablers to an addict, and you're all involved in an abusive relationship with Chantal. And before you think I'm crazy, before you think I'm out of pocket saying that, just think about what I'm saying. Just think about it. She's an abusive person. She has confessed that. She has said she's verbally abusive. She's manipulative. She doesn't care about people. She's a narcissist. And this is what you're supporting. You can do what you want. It's your money. But just think about what I said.
Zabos, how are you monetizing Beeze in Kuwait when you don't have a work visa? It'll be a shame if people reported. Zabos, I get threatened to be reported every single day. Guess what? Kate and who are those people? Every single travel vlogger on YouTube, millions and millions, and they make millions of dollars. Some people. You're
not you. Not you. Them, but not you. You're not making millions of dollars. Not you. You can't even call yourself a travel vlogger. You travel to a couple of places. That's true. I'll give you that. But you went to both places and you raged in both places and you acted out of pocket in both places. So your vlogs are not really about the travel and showing the place and how wonderful it is. And, oh, look at this wonderful thing over here. It's about, let me just find a new place to rage and binge. That's not a real travel vlog, Chantal. That's just you mukbanging somewhere else in the world. That's all.
You're telling me that they have a work visa for everywhere that they go?
Just
no.
tourist.
Tourist. I am a Canadian citizen. Everything is based in Canada, and I'm on.
And by the way, because you're on a tourist visa, girl, you can't get married on a tourist visa. So there's that. So all this gunk about I'm married, this is my husband, It's nonsense. You can't get married on a tourist visa. No, you can't.
A tourist visa, meaning I'm allowed to film and make money. I'm a Canadian. Thanks for your money, by the way.
Exactly.
So, how are you guys?
Look how smarmy she is. Look at her, like head cheerleader mode activated. Head cheerleader mode activated. Like, this is rude, snotty, stuck up Chantal. Thanks for your money. You know, I hope whenever she says that to somebody, they take their money back. You know, she takes everything for granted. I hope when she's rude to that, like to people like that, that they take their money back.
Oh, Chantal, these people will get theirs.
Yeah. Oh, and do you just have something to say about?
About my work.
Oh yeah, that's a doxing, illegal.
Oh, Salah, like he doxed me in the wrong way. Anyway, Salah, he don't have work, and he know properly that me and Murad have our own business, 50 by 50. Okay, we own perfumes and many of you know
You
the
want to show them?
yeah.
Yeah.
But later I will show him now about perfume company. Okay, we share between me and my partner Murad, and we give it to more than 55 markets in Kuwait. Okay,
Yeah.
and our business is very, very, very good. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. It's a fragrance.
I seriously doubt that. Let me tell you why. Salah, sir, if you are doing so well with a business, any business, whether it's with Murad or not, why, for the love of God, why would you think about spending one single minute with somebody like Chantal? Why would you look at her as a road to success? If you're doing well where you are, congratulations, you're doing well, sir. But it goes against logic that somebody who is a businessman, professional, would want have anything to do with somebody who is so toxic and unprofessional. Professional people who are on point want to deal with other professional people who are on point, and Chantal is not that. If you're doing so incredibly well, if you're so smart, you've been to college, sir. You're college educated. Why would a college educated man who is professional want anything to do with this walking tsunami of a woman? I don't get it. Explain it to me. Why would you go against your family, disappoint your family, make them upset, make your friends upset by hooking up with her? It's not about her weight, Salah. It's her. She's got bad energy, sir. She's a mess inside and out. Why would you do that? Why? So what you're saying doesn't make sense to me, and it never will.
So like fragrances here are very, very big.
We make mix of Arabic and French
Fragrances?
fragments. Yeah.
I love oud. There's house. There's always like we have a. You can buy things to make your floor scented. There's diffuser. Oh, you have those two things. But
Exactly, yeah.
No. I got to stop it here. So just a few minutes ago, did Salah not rag on Allah for talking about his jewelry business and, oh, look at my rings? Did he not just do that? And then here he is talking about the supposed deal with Murad. So you're ragging on Allah for kind of talking about his jewelry business and promoting that, but yet here you are talking about your supposed thing with Murad. Got it.
Company, eh?
Mm-hmm.
We can show them different things.
Yeah, there we go, promotion. So you're going to go at somebody for promoting something off of YouTube. Yeah, you're doing the same thing. The same thing. What? Rules for thee, but not for me? Okay.
So him and Murad own this business. I mean, yeah, it's successful enough that he doesn't have to work at another job.
No. You don't want him to work a job, Chantal. You don't want him to work a job. You want to be able to have him on beck and call like you did with Pete's and Natter. Let's be honest. You don't want your men to work. You want your men to work for you. You want them to do your bidding, and you want to have access to them at all times. You are an insecure, jealous female. You don't like the idea of whatever man you're interested in being at a workplace and there might be other women, or he's away for 8 hours where you can't see him and you can't talk to him. You want him at 24-hour beck and call. So you put him in a position where they are. Here, let me just throw you some money. Just hang around me all day. Be at my beck and call. So if I want Burger King at 3:30 in the morning, you're going to go get it. You'll fetch my food at the door. Yeah. You want your man to be your servant because you're a control freak. That's what you are.
And yeah, I have money too. We both make money also on our couples channel. Whatever agreement we come into with money, no one's business. Yes, I owe taxes. I was able to reduce a lot of what I owed because of my expenses. Rosie Leon. Welcome, very important. Beeze has already said Beeze.
Beeze.
Hi, Rosie. I remember you. Anyway, no one's business. I was able to reduce it by a lot, by like $25,000. And that's okay because
How you, okay. Foodie, listen, I'm not all up in your pocketbook. When is the last time you've made $25,000? I'm just asking. I'm not all up in your pocketbook, looking through your coin purse, looking at your dollar bills. But the only time you made 20 grand was about a year ago during the Natter drama. And things have changed a lot since then. So 25,000, where'd you get that?
I make 6-digit figures, so it doesn't matter.
No, you don't, you big liar.
I'm not going to tell you how much I make.
Girl, wait a minute. Listen, I've been checking out Playboard. For those who are wondering what is Playboard, here, let me give you the address. Playboard.co. PLAYBOARD.co. You go on there and you do a search on her Foodie Beauty. You'll find her channel and you can see how many views she's got on every video. And you can also check out her super chats. She's not been getting much in the way of super chats. So where are you getting this figure, Chantal? Where are you getting it?
But I can set up a payment plan. Don't worry about it. In the minute everything is discharged, which I have a hearing, which will be done on the 30th of January, I can sponsor him. No problem. So, but again, that's no one's business.
No, it's about Copenhagen distribution. Like we distribute for more than 55 markets in Kuwait.
Mm.
And alhamdulillah, it's very good.
I didn't even know that.
condition, yeah.
Cool.
Sala, listen, I'm going to dispute you having a business. I'll tell you why. Because you're at Chantal's beck and call all the time. True, you disappear a lot. We don't know what you're doing. You could be doing anything. You could be spending time with friends or whatnot. So that's time that can't be explained. But how much time and energy and focus do you have for a business if you've got this one in your face, wearing you out? Because she's exhausting. I'm a reactor. I'm not even there physically, and she exhausts me. She will exhaust all the reactors. Doggone it. She's an energy sucker. She's an energy vampire. How much focus can you give a business with her around? And she's always around, always needing attention.
I get all of the free perfumes I want, and we're going to make some gifts for our family and stuff. My favorite is the rose vanilla. We don't try to sell the
You will
UL.
get too many packages
Free.
for your family for free. Kids.
Maybe some Beezers gifts.
For Beezers also, yeah.
Why don't you try sending Ashley that Cuban coffee you've been promising for months, Chantal? Not that I like Ashley. No, I don't. I don't like Ashley Lamborghini. Don't like plain cheeseburger. Don't like Sofa King. And if anybody out there is a fan of them, let me tell you something. They've come to my chat and acted the fool, and that's why they got banned. And I've even seen them recently in Damn It Danny's chat. And I'm one of those people that if I go in somebody's chat, even if I see somebody I don't like, I'm not going to pick a fight with them because that's bad manners. Do you hear me? That's bad manners. When you're in somebody else's chat, it's not your house. It's not your rules. Be respectful. And if you see someone you don't like, just ignore them. Don't talk to them. Well, Ashley, Sofa, and Cheeseburger, they were doing that thing of throwing polite shade and poking at me, trying to get me to say something. I just wouldn't do it because I'm in somebody else's chat. It's not my house. I'm going to keep it civil. I'm being respectful of the reactor because I do live chats, and there's nothing worse than people fighting in chat and then it throws the energy off. But they were poking at me then. But going back to Ashley, why don't you send her coffee, Chantal? So you guys are talking about sending out perfume and gifts to your Beezers? Not likely. You haven't even sent out the postcards you owe people.
Literally proved nothing. I said that. Aw, I know you're mad, Chilean. Send some more money. Since we're so broke, right? Stay mad.
You know, Ala, if you ask me politely to support you or support your channel, maybe share your post, your channel, to get subscribes that you was dying for it. You was dying for the subscribers and likes for each video you upload in your videos in your channel for sure. Uh, I could help you, support you, but why you came in this dirty way with me?
Say that in Arabic, maybe, you know? Or, okay.
About Versace, nice point. Versace perfume, which Ala bought it for his wife. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, he was thinking in the business way. Why I don't sell it with more money for Salah before you come? Okay. Anyway, I bought this perfume from him, which it was a gift for his wife, because yeah, about money,
So
and he don't care about $1 or about the money of the YouTube or anything.
right. Okay, let me just see here.
Mm.
Well, then you're an idiot, Diva. So you gave Sally nearly $10,000. Idiot. I'm not even going to answer that. None of any of
Well, y'all see this right here, right? You see all this? This is VIB chat. This is not even open chat. So Chantal is calling her own VIBs stupid. She's being this insulting to her own VIBs, people that paid $5 more just to talk to her. Again, God knows why, because she doesn't really care what anybody has to say. This is how she's treating her own special members. Unacceptable. And you know what? Oh, well, chat's over, so I can't say participants. But the point is, she's talking to her own members this way. So don't come at me or any other reactor, Chantal, and say, we're taking money out of your pocket. We're not. I will not accept that. I don't think that is being true. You take more money out of your pocket than we ever will. Okay? And if you are doing great content, people will come. You build it, they will come. If your product is crap, if your customer service is crap, if you're rude to people, people will go away and find other things to do.
of that is true, but slander, which helps our case because
What case?
we also have something going on that we can't discuss. Because a real lawyer would tell you, or like how he's a lawyer in Canada too, would tell you not to talk.
Oh, he was contacted with 5 to 10 lawyers in Canada, as he said. Come on, man. Anyway, what else? Chantal, Tracy said, Chantal, I might have to dip out on all of it, this one, until it's come to a close. My nerves are shot.
Tracy, wait.
Oh.
Tracy, we're fine. Nothing. He broke the.
She's not fine. If I were Chantal, I would be nervous. I'd be really nervous because of the things that she's been saying and the things that she's been doing could get her in serious hot water. serious hot water. If she had any kind of smarts in her, she'd be packing up her suitcase and getting out of Kuwait. She'd be getting out of Kuwait.
The law on November 29th when he said that about me. So if he's going to threaten to report us, I'm telling you, we have lawyers too. Hot sauce mustache. Actually, fully in Foodie Beauty's corner here. Dude was defending turd. He also just repeated everything Reaction Channel said.
He was dealing with third.
Trash bag.
Yes.
An abuser.
So Kuwait Nader.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Basic. 19 months loyalty, Beezer. What will your first fragrance be, please?
Look at them. They're sitting there. They started off talking about this whole Allah situation. Now they're promoting this business. They're pushing it. Yet, again, they went after Allah for pushing his jewelry business. Goodness gracious.
When they said Beeze.
Freebie. Maybe. What did you think of that rubber band mouth? Hem capri jeans, tragic. I didn't see that. All of these hate chats are gonna help sponsor sell. But honestly, guys, if I'm just being honest, we've been avoiding things for a while. Like, we just want to be private, but really we don't have much plan right now. Like, Salah knows my past, you know my situation.
Everybody or anybody can change for the better side.
Yes. And not just that, we actually love each other, because if we didn't,
no, you don't.
He wouldn't be willing to put up with everything that I had.
Chantal, you said yourself that on New Year's Eve, he left you to go to the campsite and party with his friends. You guys are supposed to be newly married, or at the very least, be together. Like, okay, forgo the marriage for a second. You're only going to be in Kuwait for what? Another month? Which means your time with Salah is coming to a close. So on New Year's Eve, when he could spend time with you, his partner, he's going to go and leave you and go spend time with his friends. That does not sound like a happy relationship to me.
Against me, he wouldn't be so patient in waiting for me to get.
He's patient on you because you probably made a bunch of promises to him about what you could give him. And Salah, look, I've always thought that the two of you were scammers that found each other. Maybe you're on a lower level than she is. You have no idea of what you're dealing with. You have no idea, sir, of what level of liar and manipulator and controller this woman is, and the kind of hell that she can bring into a person's life. You don't know what you're dealing with. She's got you completely fooled. She leaves a trail of destruction behind her, and she does not care if your life is ruined, if relationships with family and friends are ruined, if your reputation or your honor is ruined, if your channel is ruined. She does not care, as long as whatever's going on benefits her. But I've always thought you were a low-time grifter, scammer, who met up with her, a high-time grifter and scammer, and she's going to run through you like she's run through everybody else. But I guess this is one of those things where you're going to learn, your time will come, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. But no one who has ever attached themselves to Chantal was ever made more famous or rich or successful. If anything, it's just the opposite.
Things together, and we're planning on like traveling together and doing things.
Like, here's the thing, Salah. Again, she's not about making the men in her life strong and independent. She does not want that. She may promise that she wants you to be strong and independent, but that's the last thing she wants. Because as long as you're in a position of weakness, she's going to take advantage. She's a predator like that. She's not going to promote you to be more intelligent, more well-read, more well-spoken, more independent of her. She's always going to hold on to you and cling to you and keep you weak for her needs.
Together. And yeah, one thing I'll take responsibility for, yeah, I don't feel like I've been a good Muslim, because I feel like it's going against everything I've learned already about Islam. And
so, question, Chantal, listen, this is a straight up question. Are you Muslim or not? Because you're deliberately straddling the fence so you don't get in trouble for doing things that are against the Muslim faith. You won't come right out and say what you are. And hey, a person's beliefs are their own, it's private. But remember, you did put that subject on the table. So are you subscribing to the Muslim faith or aren't you? Make it clear. It's not good to keep everybody confused.
And just turning the other cheek and being a better person. But sometimes I have trouble with emotional control, and yeah, I've just had enough of it. Like, I think, he started it, and then he went into one of the reaction channels chat and said the camels ran away from me, just fat shaming me, saying horrible things about Salah's wife. So now he's gonna cry.
You're not his wife, though. Allah is actually married, and the woman is actually his wife. You two aren't married. You can't even say, I'm his wife. You may be his girlfriend or his partner, but you're not his wife. You may be desperate to be called a wife, but that doesn't mean you are one, Chantal.
That somebody defends.
And maybe that's why she's so angry at Mrs. Allah, because she's attractive and she's a woman and she's a married woman. And that's something that Chantal cannot claim. She cannot claim that I'm a married woman. She can't claim it. She can proclaim it, but she can't really claim it for real.
Himself and says things about his wife, and his wife was coaxing him in the background, and I heard that there's screenshots of his.
No. I watched that live. Mrs. Allah wasn't even talking. And Allah said, I don't know if this is true, but he did say that they talked to a lawyer, and the lawyer advised for Mrs. Allah not to say anything. So Mrs. Allah wasn't even in the background saying anything. She wasn't on camera. So that's a lie, Chantal.
Wife saying really nasty things about me, that I can't walk, can't cook, whatever. No, I helped out a lot at the camp. I looked after the kids. The kitchen was very small.
Yeah.
Murad's wife was like, no, like, go, don't come in here. They were taking care of it. I offered many times, and I did help.
I doubt that. I doubt that you offered to help, because you went to the campsite. You had the opportunity then to help the ladies. After eating all the food and not bringing none of your own, you didn't. You begged off and said, I've got a migraine, which is a lie, because you got on your phone and you were talking with bright lights in your face. Stop it. You weren't offering to help anything. You expect people to wait on you like you're some sort of queen. You're not. You're not.
Help with the cleanup after dinner. I brought everything from.
I saw all of you was working.
Yeah.
But he want to make just drama.
Yeah, and fat shame, like, really, like, so
Obsessed with content,
yeah,
subscribers, views.
And the thumbnail is what it is, because that's what people are. Like, just reading the chat, I and Murad were laughing. We're just like, look at these people here. He thinks that people are going to watch his videos about his markets in Kuwait. Like, dude, people are just here to hate on me. Again, just like FFG and everyone else. Nobody's watching you for you. That's the advantage I'll always have. And that's fun.
Wait. Did she just say that? That's the advantage I'll always have. Yeah, but for how long? Like, the serious question, Chantal. How long do you think the foodie beauty train is going to keep going? Especially considering that there's no interesting content and you're struggling to find something to keep people interested. How long can it go for? How long can your body put up with if you keep abusing it with food? Exactly how long? I mean, what's the game plan? I'm curious. Do you plan on eating to the point where you become bedbound and then Sala or Pete or somebody caters to you being bedbound and you profit off of that as well. You go to your viewers and saying, oh, I'm bedbound, I can't do anything, when it's your own doggone fault, because you could have put a stop to that at any time. What's the game plan? Like, what is the plan here? Abuse your own body until it can't take anymore? Is that the story arc that we have to look forward to? Because that's not a good game plan. It's just not.
I'm totally cool with that, having less viewers. Whatever.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Because you're doing the most right now trying to get those views. Although you missed the train, Chantal. You missed it. The highest paying month of the year was last month. This starts a new month. You missed that train.
For me, 600, 700, still very good for talking about myself. And look at this, drama brings you more views. That's a point blank period, proof right here in the pudding.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that. People do like to watch drama. They like the dirt. I will never argue with that. And you always get the highest views when you're raging, because that's when you're the most interesting. That's the only time you're the most interesting. Any other time, nobody cares. I won't argue with that.
And y'all ripping on Lil Mama because you don't like that he rips on me? Because you know what? It makes the most sense, honestly.
Your mom was saying the truth about if you have money and very, very, very expensive car, which is installment monthly for 6 years
Anyone
or 7
do
years
that?
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
did that too in the past. You had a car.
Yeah, but I wasn't saying, oh, I have a car in 2023 and I'm rich.
No,
and
but your
I
car's
have
paid off.
diamonds.
Your car's paid off.
My car is already.
Yeah. Sala, if your car's paid off, look at your wife or girlfriend. Sorry, girlfriend, partner, whatever. Sugar mama. Her car ain't paid off. She got that 2016 Kia, still not paid off. Dude, seriously? She makes $10,000 whatever a month on YouTube, and her car's not paid off. Doesn't that tell you what kind of a person you're dealing with? They're not financially responsible.
Already cashed.
Yeah.
It's finished. Anyway, let's go back for the point.
Yeah, sorry.
If you have this rich car and rich diamond rings with 8KD, is equal $22 for each one. So why you didn't bring your kids in Philippines? They live there in very poor.
Oh, Sala, Chantal, you need to teach Sala the unspoken rule. Don't bring the kids into it. I mean, I know you don't behave by that rule. I know you have no respect for other people's kids. You will go for other people's kids in a heartbeat. You've done it before. Sala, listen to me. There's an unspoken rule on YouTube. Leave the kids out of it. Don't bring the kids up. There's no reason to, sir. None. Leave the kids out of it. They have nothing to do with this. Don't mention them. Don't talk about them. They're not a topic of conversation. Let's leave them out. If you're mad at Allah, then stay mad at Allah. Don't bring up his family. Don't bring up the man's family.
Conditions. I know very well about your life, about your family, but it's your life. But why you get involved or my life?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he cares about you, you idiot. Because if it's somebody that you've known for years and you're around someone that's toxic, and Chantal is, if you are a friend to a friend, and even if you care a little bit about them and you see them being sucked down the drain because of somebody that they're around, it's going to disturb you. It's going to hurt you. And there might be a moment of intervention where you're trying to help them. You may not like the intervention, you may not like the approach, but if he cares about you as a friend, maybe that's why. Look deeper, Sala, look deeper. You have family that doesn't like Chantal. Your dad doesn't approve of Chantal. Why wouldn't your dad approve of Chantal? Maybe it's because they pick up on the fact that she's a bad person and bad things are going to happen around her, and they don't want to see you get sucked down the drain with this one. I mean, she's already going down the drain. You want to follow right after her? You want to be right next to her when it happens? Trust me, she'll bring you with her, and she won't shed a tear.
If he's your brother and he loves you, he wouldn't disrespect your wife like that.
He would advise
You're not his wife.
me in private between me and him, not talk about my wife in public and saying smelly and she can't move
Yeah.
and fat,
Mhm.
shaming. Okay, and why you start with insulting my wife?
And showing pictures of us sitting on the couch together, like.
Yes, he was putting a camera to. By the way, this picture, guys.
Didn't authorize it.
Yeah, we didn't know that he take a picture for us.
I
Okay?
didn't even know. That's creepy.
It's doxed.
Yeah, that's doxing. It's illegal here.
Anyway, what else? Yeah, I think these are the most important points.
Yeah.
We want to say or talk about it. If you have questions,
We're running to catch up.
he was waiting for another. Not heard. Gotta stop streaming sniping.
Yeah, I really wish Allah was not talking to Nader of all people. Again, I don't know if it's because Allah is comfortable talking to Nader because they're both from the Middle East. Maybe they could talk easier with each other, like they could talk in Arabic, or because Nader might know stuff about Chantal that Allah might want to know. But I really wish Allah were not speaking to Nader because he's not a good person. He just isn't. Nader is clearly going to try to milk this thing for what he wants. Nader is an opportunist, and all this drama going on, he's going to try to milk it for whatever money he can get out of it. So it might start off in a place where Allah just wants Salah away from Chantal, sees the bad influence, and then here comes Nader being the opportunist that he smells blood in the water, and he's going to try to profit.
Gary, stop stream sniping. Get your own content.
No one has their own content. None. Even this guy talking about us.
When you get the death penalty, can you stream it?
Really? So I'm the vile person, though, baby, and these people wish death on me for defending myself, but I'm the vile person. Do you see how it works?
So pathetic losers.
Yeah.
She loves this. She loves it. Oh, look, my man is defending me. He loves me so much. Salah, again, look deeper. Look at the common denominator with all these problems. It's her. She's causing all these problems. Not because of her weight. It's not because she's a big woman. She is toxic. Don't you get that? She's toxic. Your family doesn't like her for a reason. Not because of her weight, because of who she is and what she's doing to you. Your friends. Come on. These are people that have known you for years. Did you have these problems in your life before you met her? No. All this crap started when she got there, didn't it? Pay attention. Pay attention, bro. Hello, wake up. She's bringing nothing but problems into your life, and you think that you're going to follow her home to Canada and that life is going to be golden? You're going to make all kinds of money? No, you're not. No. Whatever promises she made you, she's not going to be able to keep them. You are walking a fool's path, sir. But hey, we all have to learn. We all got to learn our lessons in life. And sometimes life will give you life lessons wrapped in sandpaper because you get that life lesson and you don't want it ever again. You learn and then you move on. And this may be your time of learning, Salah. We'll see.
Thanks for your 2 cents. $2.
Thanks for super chat.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's harassment, like asking to team up with an abusive ex. Yeah.
And you're an abusive person. Look at you. Look at you. The way you talk to your own members, look at you. You're abusing them right now. Talking down to them and thanks for your money. Salah, hey, wake up, Salah. Look at the way she treats people. Look at the way she treats people. Newsflash, Salah. The Chantal that you're seeing in Kuwait, do you think it's going to be the same when she gets home? If she gets home with you, if you're there, if you are actually there? No, it's going to get 100 times worse. She hasn't revealed all of her bad behavior yet. You're in for a wake-up call. And that's if you make it to Canada with her, which I don't think it's going to happen. But she hasn't taken the mask off with you fully yet. You may have gotten little bits and pieces here and there. But if you ever arrived in Canada and she's got you under her thumb, lock and key, the full monster is going to come out of the cage. Like I said, you don't know what you're in for. We reactors, we know, we've seen the Cuba rage. Whew, you better watch it. The mask was off that night. Get a good look at it. Watch it. You'll understand then.
Don't worry, guys. We have a lot. We've consulted. We have someone. Don't worry. Yeah. We have truth and we have everything.
More surprise regarding Ala
Because,
about what he talked about us.
yeah. And you have a lot of private recordings. So,
Oh, so are you threatening now? Look at the smile on her face, y'all. Look at that. We got private recordings. What were you doing with those private recordings? What are you doing with them? Why did you keep them? This is Chantal's MO. Let me gather things on people and hold on to them. Just to hold over people's heads. Let me hold on to pictures and all kinds of stuff. This is so in her wheelhouse. This is what she does.
mm-hmm.
Basically, they're issuing, a threat of some kind. Oh, if you say anything else, we're going to release these things. Will you now? That's considered doxing. So you were just saying a few minutes ago that just taking a picture is not allowed in Kuwait. I don't know if it is or not. Just taking a simple picture. But you're saying you've got recordings. So if you're in Kuwait, can you release them, Chantal? I don't think you can, because if you're saying that Allah has done something bad, if you release a recording of any kind, wouldn't that be just the same, if not worse?
Salah only wants citizenship.
So Salah only wants citizenship.
That's all you have. Where's your proof of this?
I am educated man. I can apply legally and get my visa very easy for me.
Yeah, you have.
Okay, so why don't you? Why didn't you? If you want to go to Canada, why didn't you? Why attach yourself to this one? Look, you've claimed that you're a professional businessman. You've gone to college. You're educated. So that the question circles back around. Why attach yourself to Chantal? Why is you being on YouTube and being with her, why is that so important if you are an educated businessman with a business? It doesn't make sense. The math ain't mathin', Salah. A professional businessman with a business who's college educated would have no use for someone like her. She's on YouTube. This is how she makes her living. This is all she's got. If you're over there saying, I've got all these different things going on, good for you. But if you do, why attach yourself to her?
I have a sister who's Canadian with a,
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's not about the sponsorship, it's about being with me.
Let them talk.
Yeah.
Talking.
Breezy broke didn't talk about you. So,
What? Which one?
that Salah has to bathe me? Not true. Are you kidding?
Dream.
Bella probably doesn't bathe her because she doesn't bathe. I'm not being rude saying that. We all know her history of not taking showers and not taking a bath. For some reason, Chantal does not like to be clean. I don't know why. Taking a shower and a bath is wonderful, Chantal. I can't even tell you how great it feels to get into the shower or get into a nice hot bath. And you got the scented soaps and you got the scented body wash and you lather it all over you and you come out smelling so good and feeling so good. You're missing out. You sleep better, you feel better. I don't know why you're so adverse to being clean, but you are. But I seriously doubt that Salah is bathing you because you just don't bathe. Maybe the thinking is if you wear an abaya, that covers up your body odor. Trust me, it doesn't. Especially if you've worn the same one for days.
Said Nader tried to include himself. LOL.
Yeah, he's trying to make it about him. He's trying to. You're not gonna get anywhere either, buddy.
I feel sad for these people.
I feel sad for you because, like I said, you have no idea of what you're in for. You think this is all of Chantal. You honestly think this is all of Chantal. That you've been around her for 3 months, and if you're under the impression that I can handle her, trust me, you can't. Nobody can. Nobody. Nobody. You don't have control of this one. She's not in control of herself. She's feral. It's like a feral animal, like a wild animal. Savage, she is. You think you can tame that? You really think so? You think you can domesticate that feral animal? No, no, sir. No. What she is in Kuwait right now with you isn't even a third of what she's going to be doing when she gets back home. She's gonna go wild.
والله انك مسكين يا علاء. بتبيع صاحبك مشان تكسب بس متابعين ومشتركين مشاهدات. والله عيب عليك اقسم بالله عيب.
Oh wait, you missed a Beeze.
Shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you. Shame, 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 shame. Shame on you. Oh, if it's 2:30. Remember that song? A+ loyalty Beeze there. We learned Salah said you and him have magic together. What? So cute. Thanks, Ella, for confirming that we know you and Salah are a genuine loving couple. I guess you said that somewhere in the messages. Aw. Thank you. A+, ready, set, rebeeze.
Thanks, A+.
I love you guys, Beezers. He said that you refused to show your bed because it is haram to share a bed if you were not married. All lies. Guys, all lies. There's no proof of anything. There's different kinds of marriages here, depending on a lot of things. You can get lawyers for things. You can work around things.
Okay, yeah, there are different kinds of marriages there, but you're not married. You're not married. You're not married. Period. Let me say it again. You're not married. Now, I have heard of this thing in the Middle East called a muta marriage, and it's a marriage of convenience, where it's just a spoken agreement, and then once the agreement is fulfilled, then both go their separate ways. I don't know if that's what's going on with Chantal and Salah, but they're not really legally married. She's on a tourist visa, therefore she cannot get legally married, period. I've always felt like this trip to Kuwait was her role playing. She wanted the experience of being married, but also she wanted to make Nader jealous so that when she came home from Kuwait, he'd be under her control. Like, she's a sugar mama and Nader's a sugar baby. They both have been playing tug of war with each other about who has the most power, who's got control over who. And she wanted to show him, look, this is what's going to happen if I leave you alone and I starve you for 3 months. You're going to get no money. You're going to get no attention. Your channel's not going to get promoted. I'm going to starve you for 3 months. So when I come back, you will value me and kiss my feet. But she's always had Nader on her mind. Always. She never forgot him. She hasn't stopped talking about him. So Nader's always been her true love, if you will. I know that's twisted and it sounds gross, but it's the truth. She's with Salah, but there's a part of her that she's turned around and still looking at Nader.
Trust, okay? Just wait. Everything will be revealed in due time. Right now we can't talk about a lot of things, but our bed is private. And he showed a picture of our bed. This is highly haram.
Doxed information.
And you getting on camera and using curse words while wearing that abaya and wearing the hijab, I'm sure that's also haram. And gossiping is haram. So you're no one to talk about what's haram over there, Chantal.
It's private information. He does everything. Everything is included. Don't worry.
And yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said what I did, but it was in self-defense. and we're not insulting him now.
So guys, you all saw that message who insult my wife called Sharmuta, okay, in 29 November.
Mhm.
So before 1 month and few days, okay?
Yeah.
Got it.
There you go. So this is why we're not afraid, because we have a bigger case than he will ever dream of having.
Chantal, as far as cases go, let's be real. You don't have the money to file any case. You don't have the money for lawyers. You don't have the money to file a case. Even when you were here in Canada and you hated the reaction channels, you didn't have the money to fight all the reaction channels. That would be physically impossible. You want to file copyright claims against the reaction channels, girlfriend, there's over 60 of them. How are you going to fight all 60? That's why you never did it, because you knew it would be a waste of time and a waste of money, and honestly, you did not have the money. And lawyers do not work for free. Nowhere in the world do they work for free. So you're going to spend all kinds of money for a case? I really don't think so. Because if you try to get somebody else in trouble, you'll get in even worse trouble, because you've done a whole lot of things in Kuwait that I'm sure you don't want the Kuwaiti officials to know. Things that can be proven just by your own videos.
You know.
And he said that we are not married. What do you know about the laws? What do you know about the rules?
Nothing.
You're not married and you're not fucking. Period. Take a lie detector test and prove me wrong. Prove everybody wrong. You're not married and you're not fucking. Period. You're not. You're just not. Because if Chantal were getting the D on the regular, Salah, she'd be a happy camper. She would be. She'd be in a lot better mood. She'd be coming on camera bragging about how physical the two of you have been. She'd give us details. Even though we didn't ask for them, she'd still give it to us. She'd say, oh, my back hurts. My legs hurt. I'm so sore today. I'm so tired. Because she can't help herself. She has to brag about things like that. And if she ain't bragged, it ain't happening. She got the biggest case of blue fupa balls I've ever seen in my life. You are a tall drink of water and she is dehydrated, my friend, and she can't drink you. She's mad.
Not his business. Oh wait, Happy New Year. Very important, Beezers. Happy New Year. Gorgeous couple of girl. Thank you, Trixie.
Ready, set, three Bees. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
FFG is sniping. As usual.
Pathetic, yeah. What else is new? Another one who tried to be a YouTuber with her own following on her own content. Didn't work. And literally, do you see this? They call me Chins. And FFG, you even saw herself has a pelican gullet. Like, what? Hey, where's my chin?
Hidden beneath the hijab.
Like, yeah, I have a chubby face.
Chubby use.
Still cuter than you, though. Stay mad. Just because someone else does some things doesn't make it okay. No, I said fully, but sorry. All right.
Too many cloud chasers. Right?
Yeah. It's so, it's just, that's okay, Chrissy Cupcakes. I'm not saying what I did was right.
It wasn't.
I wasn't fully aware of everything. I was triggered.
You're excusing it away. We're not going to let you get away with that.
I had anxiety from him harassing us. Like, we kept it quiet because to build a case and everything. Like, he's saying he has a lawyer. He talked 2 hours bad-mouthing us. Things people have.
You know, why were you anxious? I don't think you were anxious. You didn't look nervous to me. You were angry. You weren't anxious. You were angry because you couldn't control the narrative. Because you're a control freak. You think you can control everybody and what they say. You want to control the narrative to the Chantal story. And when people come along that are not following your narrative, that are saying things you cannot control, you get angry. You blow up. Because you want to control every aspect of the Chantal show. Not just your content and the people that come to see you and talk to you. You want to control the narrative everywhere else. To the point where if you go in somebody else's chat and you get booted, you rage. Like, who do they think they are? I'm the star of girl world. Don't they know who I am? That's your attitude. You want to control the narrative everywhere with everybody. So when a wild card pops up, it sends you off the deep end.
Have said for less. Look up a case on somebody sent a message on WhatsApp that was like, your parents failed to raise you and they got fined like $10,000. This guy's run his mouth about me for a long time and we stayed quiet, you know? So
What did he? He ran his mouth about you for a long time. Then how come we haven't heard about him until now? He's just now stepping up. This stuff didn't happen like as soon as you arrived. It didn't happen 2 months ago. It's happening now. It's you've been in there in Kuwait for what, 2 months? Why is it's taken him this long to say something? You have to wonder why.
yeah, he's money hungry, so he wanted probably to trigger me because Salah ignored him. And please let him know. Are you not done with his friendship after everything? He thinks you're gonna go knock at his door and be his brother again.
Just give me a break.
So
Budget said, cloud chasers, why involve Nader?
That's so sad. If Salah and Allah were good friends and Chantal was the reason why their friendship ended, that's sad to me. It's always sad when a friendship ends over a third party that was toxic. It's always sad to think about.
Because he wants drama to continue. It's so clear.
Crystal, diamond.
It's so clear, just like the sun on the sky.
You feel proud of yourself, Chantal, that you destroyed a friendship? You should be ashamed of yourself, but of course you're not because you have no shame. You don't care if other people's relationships get destroyed because it's not your problem, right? Because you don't have any freaking friends. You mistreat your friends.
Salah is becoming a good Beeze.
He is a good beat.
The king Beeze.
And
Not right?
And Misty Moo brought this up. She's so right. She's smart. That's why people hate her. She said, Salah.
You know what, Salah? When Chantal runs through you, when she's done using you, you're going to feel like such a fool. You're going to feel like such a fool that you lost friends, that you had bad blood with family members over this one. That she caused all that damage and you allowed it to happen. You're going to feel so foolish when she runs through you and she leaves you high and dry. You're going to feel so stupid. And then there's going to be collateral damage to take care of, repairing relationships with family and friends. You're going to feel really, really bad.
If he was using you for citizenship,
They hate the successful people.
Yes.
It's very hard.
if he was using you, your smile is so handsome.
Oh, thank you.
He
I'm
doesn't.
so happy. That's why
I
I'm.
know, me too. He doesn't need to talk to your beezers and be a beezer. He doesn't need to involve himself like this. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many. Doesn't have to buy me a hamster to make me happy. He doesn't even like pets, really. Like, you don't love them like I do, you know?
Hold it. Stop. Why was that just that little bit? Why was it important? Why did I stop? Because Chantal said she loves the hamster, but she just said Salah is not really a pets kind of person. He doesn't love the hamster as much as she does. So why is that important? Because she's going to go back to Canada in about a month and leave the hamster in his care. So what's going to happen to Harry the hamster if he's with somebody that really has no affection for him? As a pet owner, that disturbs me.
Haribi said, I'm loving Salah standing up for his queen.
Yes.
Akid.
And I want to confirm
course.
something about he paid for my ring. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's defamation. That's
About the
slander.
ring.
Now, when I got here, I didn't pay for anything for a long time. I couldn't even figure out, like he confirmed, I couldn't figure out how to transfer the money, and I didn't.
So, okay, let's recap. Here's what I think. My theory, we're allowed to do theories over here. We're allowed to speculate. There's no harm in that. I think Chantal went to Kuwait and she could not get her money out of the bank at first. So if she didn't get her money out of the bank, who was paying for all that takeout? Who was paying for everything? It was Salah or maybe even Allah. Allah did say that Salah borrowed money from him. Was that the reason why? Because when Chantal first arrived, she couldn't access her money? I mean, that would make sense to me. Why did Salah borrow money from Allah and create this big thing between them? And then there's this thing of Salah and Chantal moving in the middle of the night because they didn't want Allah to know where they were because Salah owed him money. See, all roads lead back to Chantal. She created this whole mess between them. Had she not come along, I'm sure their friendship would be fine.
Until eventually, yes, I figured out how to cash my money. And as a couple, we share money. Like, we're married, we're a couple, we share money. He has money, I have money. And we make it work.
We share the money. It's because marriage is sharing together between the husband and the wife.
I have my channel. I make thousands on that a month. I'm not super rich, but I make a good amount of money. We have our couples channel. We make a decent amount of money, which is ours together. And then we have, because we both put in the work, he's very supportive also. And then he has his business, which is a decent, a decent income. So, but
By the way, he know very well about my business, but he didn't point it.
Yeah, he said it.
Also, Murad, he know very well that he is lying.
Right. Unbelievable.
Brittany.
I got a feeling more stuff is going to come out. It's still really early. The puzzle pieces are still coming in. We're still putting things together. And if the reaction community is about anything, it's about attention to detail. We pay attention to detail. With Chantal, you have to because she lies so much. But we're paying attention to all the little teeny tiny details, y'all. And they're coming in slowly. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this all out. It's going to take some time. We're going to be patient. We're going to watch and listen and pull it all together. And we'll just see where this is going to go.
72 hours I was gone from YouTube. Holy, it exploded.
Hey, Brittany, thank you.
Thanks. Oh, too many super chats. Why? Salah is haram and runs from his debts. Just I don't know what's the point, what he's want to say, but anyway,
Yeah.
Thanks for the super chat.
No, but not just that. Another thing, he said you sent him money. We bought a TV, the TV in the room.
About the money, what?
He said that you he showed that you paid him. You paid him for the TV. Yeah.
About the TV. Exactly. I said I will pay you the money at the end of the month, and I was on my word, and I pay the money.
Yeah.
What's the problem with this?
Like literally, it's
something just popped into my head. So according to Chantal, according to Salah, he's got businesses, he works, he makes money. Logic, if you are a successful businessman and you've got money and you've got all these ways of making money, why are you borrowing money from Allah? That doesn't make sense to me. Does it make sense to anybody else? If you've got money, why are you borrowing money from someone else? Why not spend your own? I mean, it's the math ain't mathin', y'all.
It's no one's business. Like, he's just trying to find anything to give you guys tea because no one's
God.
No one's gonna watch you, Allah. No one's gonna watch you unless you're talking about us bad. And
I feel crazy of the 1,400 viewers.
I will say this about Allah's channel. When you start a channel on YouTube, whatever the content is, you have to be consistent with that content. You got to make consistent content. Like, people go to channels and they're like looking to see what the content is, what the theme is, to decide whether they want to subscribe to you or not. So all of the recent subscribers to Allah's channel have been because if they want tea on Chantal, they want the dirt, they want to know what's really going on, because everybody's been wondering what the real deal is. So if he got all of his subscribers because everybody's wanting the tea, how much tea does he have and how much can he put out there? Because after a while, even if he's got a bit, he's going to run out. And then that's going to be it, isn't it? So you're building a channel off of exposing things about Salah and Chantal, but how much do you have, bro? We're welcome to watch whatever you got. We're interested, but I'm just saying this is the ground floor. This is the foundation of your channel success. Can you keep it going? I don't think you can because you're only going to have so much.
At his life.
Yeah.
You think these people will stay with him for a
Yeah,
long time?
they're all idiots. They're all zombies.
They're for drama.
Like your mama said, zombies. That's all they are.
For drama only.
Chantal's fat. Chantal's fat. Yes, I am. All 100 and whatever 50 kilos of me, and I'm not ashamed of it. And I'll eat burgers on live.
Let me tell him something in Arabic. Maybe he will not understand all this English.
No.
هذول الناس اللي عم بتابعوك راح يتركوك قريبا. ما راح ما حيستمروا معك اصلا للنهايه. هذول بس جايين معك عشان دراما. انت هيك بعد صاحبك.
He is so loving this. A man defending her honor. My hero. He's standing up for me. He's defending me. She loves this. This is exactly what she's always dreamed of. A man defending her. Even though she's the one that's caused all this chaos.
مشان متابعات مشان تنشهر تطلع على ظهر صاحبك. Better luck good time.
Better luck next time.
Oh, sorry. Better luck next time.
Yeah. Can you guys like reinforce? Salah's English is pretty good, right? Pammy Chick member for 5 months. Loyalty Beeze there. Hey guys, I was so full of it. Why did he get upset at Salah? We did nothing. Nothing. You heard in that thing.
I didn't do anything for him. Yeah, exactly. He just want to be like more famous on YouTube, and he wants subscribers, and he wants to be. He wants also to push his marketing for the things he have.
His suitcase selling or whatever he sells. Yeah.
Sweet Vintage, thank you, Salah, for taking care of our queen. You will always support you both. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Sweet Vintage, Sal.
Thanks.
First couch doxing, then bed doxing. I'm telling you, I wish FFG lived in Kuwait. She'd be 8 years in jail.
Yeah, well, if you don't watch it, you'll be 8 years in jail. For the things you've been saying, you need to be careful, Chantal.
Marilla, welcome to Very Important Beezers. Ready, set, Beeze.
Beeze.
Doesn't mean I'm scared. It means I don't want problems for myself. I was impulsive.
You seem to have a problem with that, being impulsive. You're impulsive with the eating. You're impulsive with your rages. You're impulsive with your mouth. Maybe you should look into help for that, because you being impulsive is going to get you in serious trouble. Serious trouble. You've been operating under the thought that I can do whatever I want and get away with it. Well, there's going to come a time, Chantal, where you don't get away with it. I mean, I don't know if you believe in karma. Sometimes karma takes a while to kick in. I feel, my belief, karma has been slowly working on you for a minute. You know, karma knows what's important to you. They know where your weak spot, it knows where your weak spots are. Your weak spot is money, because money matters so much to you, and your money has been dwindling, hasn't it? That might be karma in action. Your money going down. You still trying to keep up a bravado of everything's okay and I can do whatever I want. I don't think all of the checks have gotten cashed yet. I think the most severe one's going to come near the end, and you're not going to see it coming.
Gary said he wants to square up with Salah. What does that mean?
That's a joke. He wants to fight you.
He said you have receipts. Where are they? We showed the receipts in the beginning.
Meredith, do you want to play it again? Like we just played the receipt. Rewind it.
You can go back for the video and see.
Oh wait, Block Chaos Rebees.
Oh.
Loyalty Bees there. It's crazy the lengths people will go. Sending love and positivity. Forget him and anyone else hating.
Oh, speaking of doxing, question. That message that Salah played of Allah, isn't that considered doxing because that's kind of private? Yeah, I think so.
After this, guys, we're back to our I'm never ever.
You're a big old liar. You probably got more views off of this recent drama than you ever had. You're not going to go back to the same old content. Are you kidding me? You know those couple vlogs suck. Come on now.
I see how raging and talking, my mouth will get me in trouble.
Yep, sure will. And you know what? Salah's letting you do whatever you want. He used to keep a tight noose on you, as far as a tight leash, I mean. So sorry. A tight leash on her, reining her in, making sure she didn't say too much, you know, controlling her mouth, because he's been watching her and he knows that her mouth can get out of control. He knows. But I think that they had a conversation and she said to him, look, eating is how I make my money on camera. Please just let me do it so I can make my money for us. And me raging is what gets the views also. And so he's letting her loose. Salah, understand, sir, that her mouth, where the two of you are, could land you both in jail. That's why you can't let her do what she wants to do where she's at. Now, if she were in Canada, she might be able to get away with a little bit more, but you got to keep an eye on her where she's at. I'm telling you, it's going to lead to bad things, and you're not ready for it.
Never again. We were advised of this.
We want to prove some lies. You talk about it
We're not insulting him. Pretty
at
sick
all. No,
babies.
no, we don't insult him at all.
But Allah did nothing. He thinks he built a channel and all these people are gonna go, wow, King Allah, he's the savior angel of the day. He made up lies about us and
Just a new character in the field.
a new NPC. And you know what? Good luck.
And what is Salah? He's a new NPC to the Chantal show. You know why? Because the Natter NPC, you ran as far as you could with that arc until it was completely bone dry. So you brought in a new NPC, Salah. That's your role in this, Salah. You're a new NPC. That's it. That's all. And if people get bored with you, she'll pick somebody else.
No one's gonna watch your souk or videos or whatever you're doing. All you did was destroy a friendship over nothing.
No, you destroyed a friendship for content.
That's it. You lose.
With his boring videos.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, guys? I know we got a lot more to this video, this live stream, but we're already at over 2 hours. I think that's enough. If there's anything else of note, I'll cover it in the next react, but 2 hours is more than enough. Y'all got things to do. You don't have time for a 6-hour react video, so we'll just end it here. I think that's a good idea. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this react video to her live stream. If you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I really would appreciate it if you do. So thank you very much for spending your time with me tonight, and have a good one. Bye-bye.